What's going on, people? It's Crypto Corey, and this is the Manic Money Finance channel. Yep. I think I just went for an hour without my mic on. That sucks, huh? Oh man, I'm gonna go over and make sure that we actually have, yeah, we have audio. So I guess we learned something tonight. Yeah, make sure the mic's on. Uh okay, let's get back into it and do exactly what I just did for an hour. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, so what is going on with Bitcoin? Right? Let's get right into the charts. I got Aptos here pulled up. This is from what I was showing. We'll get back into it. It's going to be a way more condensed version. Gosh, you know, wish I had that. Wish I had that recorded. Anyways, we're gonna just move on and dwell on it and make sure you guys get the update. Right. So, what do we talk about in the last stream? Well, Bitcoin's just been going sideways, right? And we're waiting for the 21 to come up and touch price action. Pretty simple, right? Right? Not that difficult. See what happened here? Look how close the 21 got to the price action before continuing. Look how far it is right now. So either price goes sideways for longer, or we drop down and price touches the 21. That's what we talked about in the last stream, right? Pretty straightforward. Not doing much. So, you know, let's pull it up. Bull flag. Right off the bat, I see it. Markets creating sentiment. And right now it's very bullish. We're in price discovery. I see this thing. Oh yeah, it's continuing. Well, let me put I want to be honest with everybody right off the bat. I had a plan for $90,000, right? And I sold at $90,000, a good chunk of my portfolio. I paid all my debt off, and I have I have a nice chunk of change still in my long-term wallet. But why did I do that? Well, I made a promise to myself when I bought at $16,000 that when it hits $90,000, I was going to sell a good chunk of it. Well, guess what? It hit $90,000, and I'm following through with my promise. This is very important. This is very important for you to do right off the bat. I'm not gonna. I want to just say, this is not a financial advice channel. If you're looking for financial advice, go somewhere else. Go find someone who's a CPA. Find somebody who's like a professional, because this is simply a documentation of my financial journey. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. So, and everything I'm showing you here is either, just a demonstration where I'm just showing technical analysis, or I'm using a demo account. So no real funds are being used here. And I also have to say, what I'm doing here, it has a lot of risk, right? And if you don't know what you're doing, you can hurt yourself very, very bad. So make sure you know what you're doing before you do this, right? I'm not responsible for any bad decisions you might make. I'm not going to be responsible for that, because I'm not giving you financial advice. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, right? Bitcoin going sideways, like I said, right? Nothing special. So It's about, let's say, 8 years. 8 years ago, I first started trading leverage, and let let me know, let me know your experience when you first started trading leverage. It was brutal. I didn't expect to lose what I lost, but luckily I kept it to only a few $1,000s, right? I've heard stories people blowing 10, 15, $20,000. That would be ridiculous, but I think I don't have the exact number, but it's probably in the neighborhood of around $3,000 to $4,000 that I lost in the beginning, right? Lost a big chunk, and I felt like an idiot. I felt very down on myself. It's a very dark place to be. Um, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Losing that kind of money, and then you really don't have anybody to talk to, because everybody from the outside looking in, they see it as you're gambling your money. You're just like going to the casino, you know what I'm saying? They there's really It's a very lonely feeling when you're first starting out. But you have to understand, what separates you from gambling is risk management, right? If you're not using risk management, yeah, you're gambling, and you might as well just go to the casino, because I've mentioned it in other streams. At least you get free drinks, and when you lose, they'll like send you like gifts, like, oh, you get a free hotel room for the night. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go gamble that way. But if you want to be a professional, you need to use risk management. So that means we're going to control how much we lose. That's the big difference here, right? We can control how much we lose, and we can control how much we win, right? That's the big difference from the casino. Because in the casino, it's either you win or you lose, right? I mean, you can take your profits pretty quickly in trading, right? But if you get greedy, well, the market's going to teach you a lesson. I'm mentioning this because a couple of my students are struggling, and I was struggling too, and that's why I had to put down leverage for a while. And I've just been sticking to spot, Web3, um, altcoin trading, because they've been doing damage right now, and that's what's working for me, right? I know it's easy, and it works for me, so I'm not even touching leverage right now. And I'm still refining my skills, because I'm not ready for it. I'm just gonna say, right? I'm not ready for it. Yeah, I was making some money, but I found out, I was just breaking even. So you first start out, you're losing a lot of money, right? Then you you make money, and then you lose it. You make money and lose it. And you're just a break even trader. It's very, very, very frustrating. But with spot, I've noticed, after going through these experiences on leverage, I take my money, right? I stick to my risk management, right? I know, like, when I see the signs, oh, these moving averages crossed, everything in my system tells me to get out. I get out, right? Even though if I'm down $40, like, I don't care in the grand scheme of things, because I know I'll make it back, right? This is what you have to understand. Like, the money might go down, but when it comes back up, it goes up much more. We're looking for a pattern where we get a little drawdown, and then we get a bigger move up, a little drawdown, bigger move up. Why? Because we're not going to be 100% correct at the time. It's impossible. And it's impossible to think that you're going to catch the whole move. You think you're going to catch full pull? You're going to buy exactly at the bottom and sell exactly at the top? That's so unrealistic for you to think like you can actually do that. Like, that is delusional. Why? Because buying the bottom is just as hard as selling the top. It's just different, a different emotion, right? So think about it. Like, sit down. I've thought about it, and I like sat down and had this conversation with myself. I'm like, why am I putting so much pressure on myself to buy the exact bottom? Meaning, why do I get pissed if my position draws down a little bit? You're not perfect. And why am I pissed when I sell that price keeps going? Oh, I need to get back in. I'm losing out. No, like I won. Like, I already took my piece. Why do I feel like I have to get the whole thing? I want all of it. That's greed. Finding content where you had that piece and you're like, yeah, I did good. Good job, Corey. You're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. And then I shut it down. I walk away and I just enjoy my day. And just say, wow, you really did good there. You really stuck to your rules. You stuck to the strategy. You didn't care about money. All what you really cared about was the system. And wow, something magical right there. I'm telling you, something very magical right there. Doing less. And that's really what we're doing as traders, right? Isn't that why we're trading? Is it like to not work as much? Why, you know? Why are you spending so many hours in the charts? I get it. I do the same thing, right? Instead of like watching TV or playing video games when I get home, this is what I do, right? So I want to shift gears. Let's get into this. Make sure we're getting the right screen here. It's a learning experience doing the live stream, you know? I'm going to show you this tool that I use right as we're wrapping up. So this is CoinMarketCap. This is a very powerful tool in my arsenal. So if I'm looking for altcoins, I'm trying to do research on a coin, this is the main website I'm going to come to right off the bat. So notice how we have market cap right here in the side on the left. This is the amount of money. Think about it as like a pool of money. Everybody has like a giant pool of money. This is the amount of money that's in that pool. So this is basically where you're going to be withdrawing the money from when you sell. So this is PAL AI there. We mentioned it in last stream, right? Talked about it. Been doing good, right? We were up 50%. Getting a little pullback, which is, expected. So this is very powerful, right? Why? Because now I can see how much money is in the coin. I can see the total circulating supply, and I can see the maximum supply that can be in the actual circulation, which is important. This is very important because now I can see, oh, if there's only 500 million, like, where's the other 500 million, right? Meaning, oh, if there was only a total circulating supply of 500 million and there was a max supply of 1 billion, now the question is, oh, what happens if that 500 billion gets dropped on the market? Well, the price gets cut in half. That's what happens. Supply and demand. These are the things you need to look at. But PAL AI, as you can see, right, has $128 million market cap, which is very, very small, right? and the total circulating supply and the max supply is the same. So, this is what you want to look for in a coin. There's less chance of manipulation. Now, I say less chance because the market cap is so small. Any big player could come along and move this coin very easily. You got to understand that. So, some of the rules here, the technical analysis won't work in some situations. So, and the same is with the market as well. Like, things can turn on a dime. If there was an event, we're talking about the wild cards, World War, any unfortunate financial system collapse, anything like that will move the markets in a negative or positive way. So these are the wild cards, and you can't plan for them, right? The charts, technical analysis, nothing is going to prepare you for it. It's impossible. So coin market cap, right? You scroll down and you're going to look for markets. This is where you can purchase the coin, okay? Since right off the bat, you see Uniswap. We know PAL AI is a ERC20 token. That sounds like gibberish, I know. It's basically an Ethereum token, meaning I have to have Ethereum to be able to interact with this coin because it's on the Ethereum network. Think of Ethereum and Bitcoin like Windows and Macintosh. You can't run some software on the different computers because it's just not compatible. So think that's what Ethereum is. You need Ethereum to interact on the Ethereum network. So you can purchase on Uniswap. So that means I have to take Ethereum off of the Coinbase or whatever exchange you're using and put it into a separate wallet, right? This is a third party. I know Coinbase has their wallet, but typically you would connect to a different wallet. You would have your wallet and you can go to, say, if it's a Ethereum token, you would go to uniswap.io and be able to connect your wallet to that DEX. What is a DEX? It is a decentralized exchange, meaning it's autonomous. It's not owned by anybody, this and that, right? Web3. So, whole rabbit hole you need to explore. Make sure you know how to do it. That's what I mean by I've been just doing so good with Web3 tokens and just doing the altcoins lately. This is what my go-to has been. So we can find where we can purchase the coins right here. Scrolling down, right? You can find the news, and then you can find your information. What is PAL AI and all this other stuff, right? On the Ethereum blockchain, right? So this is how you can do your research. So once you get onto the DEX, right, you type in PAL AI, and all of a sudden 5 different cryptos they just pop up. You're like, which PAL AI is it? I see it on Coin Market Cap here. I did my research, but when I put it into the decentralized exchange, it's a different. There's like 5 different ones. I don't know. See this contract address right here? You're going to click on this and you're going to copy it and you're going to paste it into the search, and the correct PAL AI will pull up. You got to make sure you do this because I've been scammed a couple of times buying the wrong crypto, thinking like, oh, that's the one, when it was this scam. So you got to make sure you cover your bases with this. Don't get screwed over. Like, it sucks. Just trying to make sure you don't do that. All right, we're going to go back in here. So, coin market cap, You can sort the sort the coins of the market cap here. You can sort the top market cap, right? Obviously Bitcoin has the most, right? You can search by clicking at the top of these tabs the 24-hour volume. So you can see, oh, there's a lot of tether. What does that tell you? Oh, people are tethering up. Oh, that must mean something, right? So, and you can just search by 24-hour volume. Bonk. Remember we mentioned this? This one's been going nice, huh? Not too shabby, eh? Hey, listen, there. We gave you bonk, and it's just it's just a thing, But let's see. I wish let's go back. Oh yeah, I just did a whole hour stream. I want to make sure I'm like not repeating myself, and I'm obviously repeating myself, but I don't want to sound like a broken record to you guys right now. So, what do I do when I come home from work? All right. Yeah, it's tempting to sit down and watch your Netflix show. It's tempting to play video games. I'm not knocking anybody who's like plays video games or anything, but I used to be I played Grand Theft Auto and Rainbow Six Siege like crazy, but I put it down and now I spend my time researching this stuff. It's because that's where my priorities are. And it first started where I was doing a little bit, right? I'm not asking you just to completely quit watching TV or whatever. Like that's just not realistic. I know. But when I first started out, it was 20, 30 minutes a day and then I just go do my thing, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden it started becoming an hour and then it became a couple hours. And then I was like, you know what, why don't I just spend more time and more time? And then just started spending all my free time on studying these things, studying Fibonacci, studying the moving averages, back testing a strategy. Right. We'll go into that real quick before we go off. But all these things it seemed like this was more important than the other playing the video games, than watching the Netflix, right? And pretty soon I just stopped doing those things and I started doing this. And it's just going to be a progression for you guys, right? It's not going to happen instantly. But all I just want to say is if you could spend an hour a day, right? Even 30 minutes a day, just 30 minutes a day, every single day, and just dedicate that 30 minutes to doing nothing else, right? I'm not like, if you start looking at your phone, stop the timer, like put a timer on and actually do the work, right? And then all of a sudden, those 30 minutes, they start accumulating over a period of time. And then all of a sudden, now you're learning way more, right? Now everything starts making more sense, right? That's what happened for me, right? It's not like you're going to be able to learn everything overnight. It's impossible. It's unrealistic for you to think that you're going to learn this stuff overnight, right? It took me years, right? I'm still learning. So, my first exercise for you is to go through coin market cap and go to the top and click on market cap, right? Sort the coins by market cap and scroll down. And I want you to look on the right hand side and look for a red chart, right? We're going to skip over Ethereum. We're going to go down a little bit further because we already know about these coins, right? And we're going to look for a red chart. So Pendle right there, we could do that one. Ordi, right? I've seen some of these coins. So Ordi, 105, right? Right off the bat, 784 million dollar market cap. So we go into the daily. See this chart? Seems like it's trending down. That's why it's red, right? Click on the 7-day. Seems pretty flat, right? Look at the monthly. Oh, okay. So now we're looking at the monthly. See how it's like a bull flag? You see the pattern? Oh, okay. So now it tells me, okay, I need to look a little bit more into ORDI. So I can see right off the bat, the max circulating supply is the same as the total supply. This is a good sign. That's what we want to see. Volume is down 40%. So it's a little, the volume has dropped off. Now we'll go into say, right, jump back over here. So now we found ORDI, right, on CoinMarketCap. This is a coin that I've never really even done research on, but the charts look interesting. So that tells me we need to take our research a little bit further, and we're going to take it and we're going to head over to TradingView and look at the charts, right? So that's what we're going to do now. All right, so this is Bitcoin. Let's pull up ORDI. We're going to use the Binance chart. Right off the bat, what do we see, right? Boom. This is interesting, right? Because this is what I teach. This is exactly, we're getting the moving average crossover, which is known as the golden cross on the daily. And this is the moment, the exact moment. I'm not telling anybody to buy this, not financial advice, right? But to me right now, this makes me want to buy, right? Because we're crossing and touching the 21, right? And we're at a low price, right? No one's really paying attention to ORDI right now because it's red, right? And all the other coins have been moving. But how do we make money in this space? Well, it's simple. We buy low and sell high. So it's interesting. You know, trading's like the only store where like when prices like double, like people want to run in and buy like all the items in the store. You know what I'm saying? Like it just doesn't make sense, right? It's like Walmart, like, oh, we doubled our prices. Hey, everybody, everything's double the price. Everybody, oh my God, I better get in there and get all the stuff before it sells out. No, that's not how it works. Right. We're gonna wait for a discount. I'm gonna wait for Black Friday. Oh, I know Black Friday is gonna come up, so no, I got some money in my wallet, but I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I know the PS10 just came out. I'm gonna wait because I know it's gonna be on sale in a couple months, right? We all do it. So why don't you do it with trading? You know? That's what I'm showing you right here. So ORDI, right? Look at this chart. So the daily, right off the bat, what does this scream to me? Moving average golden cross. This looks beautiful. And what do we see? Boom. See it? Looks like a flag. Looks like a flag. See it? Because I showed it to you. Right? And how do we measure it? Boom. $52 order. Right? Which would be, use your long tool. Bang, right? We can come back to this one in just a matter of time when the target gets hit, not if the target gets hit, the when the target gets hit. So that's already, and you can do this, right? I'm showing you on one. We can do one more. It's one more example. So I'm just like leave you all in the dust. But right. So what did we do? What did we do? First, we went to CoinMarketCap. We sorted the top coins, right, by total market cap. That's the amount of money in the pool of money, right? And we scrolled down. And I went to the second page because, I was looking for something a little bit further down the list. You can go to the fourth or the fifth page, go in the top 300, right? Just go exploring. This is what you do when you get home because this will change, right? The market cap will change, the volume will change. Do this when you get home. Just check everything out. See, and then new things will pop up. So what did we do? Right? We found a coin, we went to the second page, and we looked for a red chart. We were looking for a chart that was down or somewhat flat. Once we found that red chart, just off the colors, right? We weren't doing anything crazy, right? We weren't looking at volume, nothing. This is elementary. We saw the red color, we clicked on it. And then when we went, we saw the chart, we scrolled through the daily, and we went to the 7-day, right? And we saw that, oh, it looked like it was flat. And then when we hit the monthly, right off the bat, the chart looked like it was a flag. That told me, okay, this is something to look into. And then considering the total supply and the max supply were the same, this is very good as well. These are all things I'm checking off the list. Check, check, check. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, and market cap. Ooh, oh, Ordy market cap only, it's like under $1 trillion. Okay, something to take note, right? Where can I buy it when I get excited? Oh, I go to Coin Market Cap. Okay, so Ordy, right? We came in, we identified that Ordy was in a discount, right? Now we jump into Trading View. This is the tool that we can use to chart. This is the tool we can set up to set alerts that when it hits a certain level, ooh, I need to look at the chart and see what's going on. Something's changed. Something interesting's happening. This is where you do it, Trading View. So, and then I found a pattern on the daily. Remember what I said? Actually, I probably didn't. I'm sorry, everyone. The stream I had before, I talked for an hour and my microphone wasn't on. But when we're doing the technical analysis, we don't go lower than 4 hours, right? We're just looking between the daily, the 8-hour, the 4-hour, the monthly, right? We're looking at these things. Don't go down in the 1 minute, expect you can trade these and actually think the patterns are gonna work. They're not gonna work. You're gonna get walked on. Not even an hourly. Don't even do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Stick to the 4-hour or better. All right. All right. So let's go back into Coin Market Cap. I'm going to do one more with you so you kind of get the idea and you can start implementing this into your daily schedule and how to start doing some technical analysis and get your hands dirty and get you a little bit more confident. So let's get back into Coin Market Cap. All right. So we're back in Coin Market Cap here. Let's go back to the main page. I'm going to click Market Cap again. I'm going to go down to the bottom of the screen. I'm just going to select page number 4. Let's just be random. I'm going to go down and I'm going to find, okay, X Empire. Never even heard of it. This might be the one that everybody's been blowing up about. So I'm going to go to the info. Already seems like this is a... No. I don't want to promote this one. I'm going to just move on. Should I? I mean, the charts look interesting. Could very well dump. Max supply. Same as the market cap's small, which is it's promising. But this is kind of looking like a meme coin-ish kind of thing to me. Not sure what it is. So I'm gonna move on so we can get a different coin because I want to make sure I give you guys a real one that's not like just some random. Oh, that's what we're supposed to be doing. This looks like an actual blockchain. Oh, it's a layer 2. Okay. So this one actually has some use case. So you see the daily, kind of flat, 7 days. See this kind of like slow uptrend? Interesting. Monthly. Oh, we'll go to the yearly. See something like this, right? Max supply is not even disclosed. And we see this big downtrend. That's a big red flag to me. I'm not going to even touch it. We're looking to make some profits quickly. And that's not high probability, and that does not look good. Let's see. Rotario. Interesting. Doesn't really speak to me, right? Bounce bit. Ooh, interesting number, huh? 333. I noticed those things. So 7 day downtrend, monthly. Almost like a flag too, huh? Interesting. So okay, so the total supply and the max supply is same, right? We have $140 million market cap, very small, this is the range where I like to look for coins to move very rapidly. Volume, yeah, $48 million. Okay. Binance, yeah, Gate.io. You can get on KuCoin. All right, let's pull this one up. So BounceBit, BB. I just want to say, like, BB, I like had like a blanket when I was a little child, just like giving you guys like a piece of my childhood here. When I was like a little kid, I had like this blanket. I call it BB all the time, and I just could not go anywhere without my BB. So that's just what made me think of this. Like, what? That's weird. So, what is Bounce Bit? Let's go down to the information about Bounce Bit. Just moving me all around here. Offering institutional grade yield products, restaking use cases, and CDFI as a service, making high yield. So centralized DeFi, that what? So it's almost like an oxymoron, right? A centralized, decentralized finance. What is that? Making high yield opportunities accessible. The BounceBit chain, a dual token proof of stake layer one meaning its own blockchain secured by Bitcoin, and BB leverages Bitcoin security with full EVM compatibility. Ethereum virtual machine. That's what that means. So it works with Ethereum as well. That's what that's saying. By designing liquidity custody tokens, LCTs. Interesting. Something interesting, yeah. Something might look into. See, I'm learning with you guys right now. So yeah, let's pull this one up. We did. Right? Is this the Binance? Yeah. Relatively new, right? Yeah, from this year, May. Well, that's just for Binance, sorry. Maybe KuCoin has a bigger, same history. Femex, same history. BitMEX, it's something different. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see what Mexi. Yeah, they're pretty much all the same. This seems like a relatively new coin. What's my target for BB? And this is looking exactly like what is this looks like. What did we just look at? It's something to start with an O. Sorry, mine's all over the place. We look at a bunch of coins every day. So was it not Optimus? Aptos? maybe. I don't know. I'll go back and see it, but looking like a flag, looking like the same kind of pattern. And I also kind of see this big round. It's like this start of a cup and handle. See, like this is what we look for, this rounded bottom, right? And then maybe come back up in here and then boop, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like that. And that's how it works. So that's how we do it. I go into CoinMarketCap. I look for the top coins between 100 and 200. Didn't even have you guys on the other chart there. Sorry. Let me bring you over. Sorry about that. We're looking at bounce bit. See, look at this. This is the bounce bit chart. And like I said, it's a relatively new coin. We pulled it up on multiple different. They look all the same. So that tells me this coin's pretty new. Low market cap, right? It's a big upside potential. That's what we're looking for. Currently, pretty much 30 cents, 29 cents, whatever. Look at this rounded bottom, right? This is basically what we're looking for is this to curl. We get the flag and then pop. We pop it, drop it, lock it. Pop it, drop it, lock it. Sorry. So, yeah, that's why I keep saying round bottom. Basically what we see when we zoom in, because this is fractal, what do we see? There's our bull flag, right? Pretty much exactly the same that we're looking at the other one. Interesting, huh? Interesting stuff. So I show you how I come home, right? And this is what I do every day, right? I look through the coin market cap. I look at different coins, stuff I haven't seen. I go into the charts and I look for my models, right? I look for my patterns, right? I do my research. And then when I'm fully ready to pull the trigger, that's what I do, right? This is what I do. Okay. I'm going to do one more thing. Really, I mean, people they pay money for this kind of stuff. But I want to help you guys out. I want to show you what I do and give another nugget of information. So let's get back into the charts. We're going to use Bitcoin, right? And we're going to talk about how to trade Bitcoin with leverage with a high probability with a strategy, right? So let's get back into it. All right. So if you're trading leverage, you notice that a lot of positions getting walked on, right? And this week is pretty much, I mean, we had this big run up. So of course, you have to put in perspective, think, okay, last 2 weeks we've been ripping up. To think that we can keep ripping up is unrealistic, right? We need to go back into the higher time frames. We need to determine a bias. So right off the bat, we know that it's been ripping. We can measure the size of these candles too. Look at the size of this candle. This is very basic. Measure it to this one. Look at how big it is compared to these, or these, or these, right? And this was the bull run from 2020. How much more do you think it'll go? Right? Which is why I sold a chunk, right? And I'm not saying it's going to go back down, but there was part of my plan. This is my exit strategy. You need to have an exit strategy. So I'm talking about. And if you have a plan, you need to stick to it. Because so many times, especially in trading with leverage, I tell myself, oh, if it only goes back to here, I'll sell. And then it goes back to that price level. And then I don't sell. Guess what happens? Price moves against me and I get wrecked, right? So I'm trying to prevent that for you. We had a plan, and part of me said, you know what? Wouldn't it be messed up if the money market makers, you know what I'm saying? They bring it right to 100K and then drop it to get people so pissed off. Part of me planned for that. I know it's really negative and very fuddish. I want to be that way, but part of me was like that. So when it hit $90,000 last week, I took a good chunk out and I paid all my debt, and I just kept a large chunk in my wallet, in my long-term wallet, and then I have a little small humble account where I'm trading the altcoins, and that's it. That's it. Like, I'm pretty much done with crypto for a while. And I'm on the side, I'm taking all my money, I'm saving it. I'm saving all my cash right now because I'm going to get ready for 3, 4 years from now. Could be even sooner for a big crash. So then I can get in on the bottom and I'll be ready. So right now, I'm not buying any cryptos unless it's short term, super short term. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that. So I'm going to do one more thing before we sign off here. Love hanging out with you guys. Love all you guys. Thanks for joining the stream. If you like what I'm doing, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. All right. I'm going to be doing more of this stuff more consistently. So, how do I get better as a trader? So, if I want to get better as a Bitcoin perpetual futures trader, what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to stick to a model. And what is a model? Well, I'm going to only play moving average crossover, right? I'm going to back test this strategy. And I'm only going to play it on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays with the New York session, meaning I'm only going to trade between 7 and 11 a.m. New York Central Time, right? Or Standard Time, sorry. You need to set your charts. So come into the bottom right-hand corner. You see this time? You can click on time zone. You need to be UTC-5, New York. This is how you know you're on time, right? If you want to show up to your job, you need to show up your job on time. Why? Because everybody comes to your job to work. Same with the to the stock market, same with the crypto markets. Everybody's coming to work at that time, and that's 7 and 11 a.m. New York Standard Time. That's what the big boys are playing, all right? You want to play with the big boys, meaning you want to be on side with big institutional bank order flow. This is what we do. We're looking for the model between 7 and 11 a.m. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, right? We're not going to worry about Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday right now. That will be for a later session. But right now, if you want to figure out how to get profitable, this is what we do, right? We only look for the setup between those days. And if the setups don't happen, We walk away, we shut it down, we come back the next day and we look for another time. All right. So, how do we do this? Let's go and back test it. What is back testing? This is how we can test a strategy without risking any money, without risking any of our own capital, without even having to try to gamble in the markets and lose things, lose our money, right? We're going to go into the hourly, right? You have a trading view account. So my students, right? I've shown you how to set up a trading view account. If you don't have a trading view account, you need to get one so that you can learn how to do this the proper way. If you're serious about this, you want to learn how to trade like a professional, well, we're going to go and back test the strategy. This is how we can basically test. We can test, is what I'm doing gonna work? Is what I'm doing gonna lose money? Is what I'm doing over a long period of time actually gonna be actually gonna work? So let's go into the top right hand corner here, and you notice we're gonna get rid of we're not gonna look at the price. That way we can not worry about and get any bias, and we can truly test ourselves. See this button that says replay? We're going to take the replay button, we're going to drag it back to a random time. We're going to click it there, right? Now, as you can see, price has rewound, and we can trade this range. We can trade as if we were back when Bitcoin was at $65,000. So now we're going to take a vertical line, right? That's how we're going to back test, because we're only going to trade Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays between 7 and 11 a.m. So we're going to put a vertical line there and 11 a.m. there. Going to go to Wednesday, right? 7 and 11 a.m. We're going to go to Thursday, right? 7 and 11 a.m. Now, check this out. This is a very powerful tool. I'm going to go and I'm going to hit this play button. I don't care what price is going to do until it reaches these zones that I've outlined, right? Boom. Well, let me rewind a little bit. Oh, yeah. Lost that one, huh? It's unfortunate. Go back a little further here. So we'll do this again because computer wanted to mess with me, and I'm not gonna get bent out of shape about it. So, all right. So we're gonna go back to Tuesday and do it again. All right. Sorry about taking forever. It's 7:11 a.m. Right. Wednesday, 7 and 11 a.m. Thursday, 7:11 a.m. All right. Put these vertical lines on your chart and then come back into this, right? Wait for the price to get close to this range. Pause it, right? And I want you to drop down into your 15-minute now. We're going to slow it down so we can think a little bit. So we're going to watch the 15-minute chart. I want you to stay in the 15-minute and the 5-minute. All right. Price is now getting into the zone. Looks like to me, right, we're getting a higher high. Right? Let's use our Fibonacci tool and really see where we're at. Oh, isn't that interesting, right? Price has hit the 786. So what can we do, right? Let's put a long in. Buy one. And we'll put our stop loss below this swing low. Right? And what do we see in this time frame? Almost looks like a flag, right? A flag that broke down and went to the 786 like we teach. I can be wrong, but let's test it, right? Let's see what happens. Let's play it out. So right off the bat, it looks like the pattern's already failed. So our stop got hit. That's all right. And then went to 200, bounced back down. So there was probably a negative news driver or something else that was going on that day. So let's go to the next one. Unfortunately, we lost that trade that day, which is fine. Boom. Now we're in the time frame. I see it looks like the 21 is curling up towards the 200. Let's drop down in the 5-minute. 5 minutes already had the golden cross, but we're getting this rollover. Let's wait till 10 o'clock to see exactly what happens. Or if we see a different pattern, we'll try to execute on a different pattern. Okay, see it? Interesting, huh? So that day, it made it look like it was a bearish pattern, but we didn't see any model play out. So unless you were watching at 4 a.m., which is not what we're looking for, there was nothing. Very choppy. See how that was? Look how it came back down and stopped people out here. Almost stopped them out. Let's see what the Fibonacci tells us. Isn't that interesting? Where the bodies hit the exact 786. Almost. Pretty much, right? And then come back down and hit the 200. So this was no good either that day. So let's keep it going, right? Watching price, waiting for the correct time, because we are only going to be trading between these times. All right. Price still below, somewhat flat. Let's see what happens. Right off the bat, this day right here, it was almost 10 o'clock, hasn't done anything. Then look, we get the market structure shift, right? So boom, we were going sideways. Then boom, tricks traders into going short. Let's go into buy, and we'll put a stop below this low and see what happens. So this is our model. Just because we see the model and time is almost up doesn't mean we close a trade. No, we're just looking for our model between this time. So let's see what happens when we enter the trade. We could have gotten in at the low. That's fine. Okay, now see, look, the golden cross has happened. Sideways movement. Friday, we'll go to 7 a.m. And this is already a profitable trade. So this is how you back test. Let's pull it out, see what happens. And as you could see, that one trade for that week made up for all the losses that we had for these 2 days, which are minuscule compared to this move. Right? This is what I'm telling you. It is very, very difficult to get this, right? I'm telling you, it's probably the most difficult thing you're ever going to try to do. But if you spend an hour a day, you dedicate yourself to this, you do what I just showed you, go back, test, you look for a model, you go back in the charts and you just go test it. That's what you got to do. I'm showing you. All right, y'all, I got to make some dinner. It's been 2 hours. I screwed up the first hour. That was so ridiculous, but come back with a positive attitude and we just stay positive, man. So send out this stream to all your friends. Make sure, if you like, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure if you have any questions, send them my way. But it's been fun, right? Hope you learned something tonight. I'm going to keep doing this more consistently. So